I find this one of the most amazing readings in the Bible. It scares me in all the right ways. There's a story we're going to look at today from Luke's Gospel in chapter 9. 19, correct.
Yeah.
Little test there.
Yeah.
19, as I looked down and saw 19 and said 9, and it's called the parable of the miners.
Yeah.
It's probably called different things in different versions, but it's a really strange story, account, parable.
Which really echoes a lot about today.
Oh man, yeah. And it's like, it's deep. It's one of the deepest of stories and things that Jesus says. The whole fistful of verses. We'll read it through. Welcome to 3, 1,
6.
Yeah, unfiltered, which basically means we talk an awful lot about the Bible and we talk about it from where we're coming from.
Want to do a couple verses each?
Yeah, let's do a couple of verses. Go for it, bro.
Okay. As they heard these things, he proceeded to tell a parable because he was near Jerusalem and because they had supposed that the kingdom of God was about to appear immediately. He said, therefore...
Yeah, I was just thinking, that's one verse. That's one.
He said,
let me help you with the schooling. There's one. No, another one.
We did talk about this.
2. I think you talked about it. Let's do 2 verses.
He said, therefore, a nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and then return.
Yeah. Okay, so he called 10 of his servants, delivered to them 10 miners. What does it say about what miners are? Does it give you a little...
I know how much they're worth.
Worth about 3 months' salary. So it's a chunk of cash. There we go. Do them 10 miners. So if it's 1 miner, 3 months' salary.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
So in total...
Yeah. Yeah. So he delivered them 10 miners and said to them, do business till I come. But his citizens hated him and sent a delegation after him, saying, we will not have this man to reign over us.
Brutal. When he returned, having received the kingdom, he ordered these servants to whom he had given the money to be called to him, that he might know what they had gained by doing business. The first came before him, saying, Lord, your miner has made 10 miners more. And he said to him, well done, good servant, because you have been fruitful in very little, you shall have authority over 10 cities.
And the second came, saying, Master, your miner has earned 5 miners. Likewise, he said to him, you also be over 5 cities.
Then came another, saying, Lord, here is your miner, which I kept laid away in a handkerchief. For I was afraid of you, because you are a severe man. You take what you do not deposit, and reap what you do not sow.
It's not going to go well. And he said to him, out of your own mouth I will judge you, you wicked servant. You knew that I was an austere man, collecting what I did not deposit, and reaping what I did not sow.
Why then did you not put my money in the bank, and at my coming I might have collected it with interest? And he said to those who stood by, take the miner from him, and give it to the one who has 10 miners.
But they said to him, Master, he has 10 miners. For I say to you that to everyone who has will be given. Does that make sense? Am I reading that right?
I tell you, everyone who has more will be given. But for the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away.
Thank you. Go for the last verse.
But as for the enemies of mine who did not want me to reign over them, bring them here and slaughter them before me.
Well, so I've not only got fear, but I've also got a bit of dyslexia, which sometimes grabs hold of me. So, do you know that I find this one of the most amazing readings in the Bible. It scares me in all the right ways.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 different people here, isn't there?
Tell me what you feel you've learned from this.
So you've got the one person who's... Okay, so let's talk about the nobleman. Yeah. The nobleman is Jesus.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be about him. He's speaking about himself.
And then what I find immediately interesting is that people didn't like him. How?
Read that verse out.
It's like...
Verse 14, isn't that?
14. But the citizens hated him. Wow. That's pretty harsh, straight away. I wonder why.
I mean, Jesus is telling this story says, now as they heard these things, so they heard, this is like in Zacceus' house.
Yeah.
As they heard these things, he spoke another parable. So he's like coming out, it's like, oh, happy,
Yeah.
and wow. And, you know, the citizen, oh dear me, the citizens of that place, of Jericho, going, but he's a sinner. We liked you, Jesus, a minute ago, but now you're having dinner with him.
Mm-hmm.
And look, but he's giving his money back to us and restoring it. Okay, there would have been some that hung around long enough to realise what was going on and kind of came to their senses, but there was a point where they went from loving Jesus to
Hating him.
Yeah, and it says, but his citizens hated him.
Yeah.
And the world
Does hate him.
Well, and a proof of that is that pretty much everyone blasphemes his name.
Absolutely.
They don't say, oh, Muhammad.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone
How
say
dare
that.
you?
Yeah, I mean, that's the end of me now.
Yeah.
I didn't say honest. But they don't say Krishna or they say Christ.
Yeah.
They say God. They say Jesus Christ. It's an evidence of hating God. You might say, well, I don't hate God. Well, what would be a proof of hating someone? If someone used your name, Nick, in that way, or my name in that sort of way, and they were always being nasty about your name, it meant so little to them, your name, who you are, that they would use your name instead of some cheap word. You'd be thinking, well, they really don't like me. In fact, maybe they hate me. It's an evidence, a strong evidence. Citizens hated him, sent a delegation after him, saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. It's not going to go well.
Can you imagine that guy going, do I have to say that? Yes, tell him, go tell him.
Well, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? Because if he is the owner, he's going away, and we will not have him reign over us. Why would you say that? Why would you say it?
Yeah.
And how could you imagine it going well? Is it because you
Well, it's not going to go well, is it?
Is it because you think he'll go, okay,
Yeah.
I'll take the loss on this one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to do it. No one would do it. Everyone would come back. Anyone, any king who's a king, queen who's a queen, boss who's a boss. I mean, you went up to your boss and say, I've organised a mutiny, none of us like you anymore, you've got to go. He would say, no, you're all going. I mean, it's not going to work. And I can't imagine a scenario where it would work. You know, I can't imagine it. They say it. Wow. I mean, and it's like the world's saying it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no other religion mocked more than Christianity.
You're 100% right. You know, people are scared of mocking Islam because they know it's not a religion of peace, it's violent. And they will lose their heads or their property, or they'll be slaves, or they'll have to run for their lives. They'll lose in that way. It matters. It matters because this ruler is coming back. And I could come back. You know, in 3 hours I could be down your neck of the woods and knocking on your door. It wouldn't take much to find you, and it will take nothing for the Lord to find me, find us. You know, they all come and say, oh, we don't want him to rule over us. Do you want to sign the letter? I'm not signing that. No, I want him to rule over me. But it would seem that all of these citizens said, nah.
No.
And there seems to be, I want to just say on that and I'll shut up, is there seems to be like citizens, and then there's, which seems to be all of them, kind of, but then there are these particular people that are given miners, they're given money to invest. And let's say of the three, is it three? Two of them do well. And one of them really doesn't do well.
We don't really hear about the rest, do we?
No. But, you know, at least two of them do well. They're like thumbs up. So if they're some of the citizens, it's not everyone.
No, exactly.
But an awful lot of them. And it does seem in life, it's an awful lot of people that go, nah. I mean, it's not the other way around. It's not like, you came across someone who said nah. I've never done that. No, it's nearly everyone says nah. And there's like 2 people that say, yeah, we'll have you reign over us any day of the week. And our daily prayer really is, have more control, please, Lord. And I mean that. And I'm sorry for the time I'm grabbing onto the steering wheel.
Absolutely.
Because it don't work.
Yeah.
Don't work.